Have you got your colander? Have you got your colander?
No, I don't.
Because we definitely need tin hats on for this one. I put this one in.
I do have a shirt though.
You do have a shirt. What?
I have his name on the back of a shirt.
Oh, right, okay. NUHIU has just been released by his club in Cyprus. Is it APO? I don't know how to say it. Is that abbreviation? Whatever it is. APOL? Yeah, whatever. APOEL, them. Is the big man coming back to Sheffield Wednesday? Is he doing a hutch? I've been championing it for so long. But
he's what he's could do?
It could happen. We need a striker.
I can see it. Yeah.
Right. I'm just saying. Last week we were talking about Wednesday are looking at Lee Gregory, a 33-year-old veteran striker. Why not a 31-year-old NUHIU?
Who's already been here, knows the club,
was here for 7 years. Yeah. Right.
All his mates are still technically here.
He was a big character. He gave his all for the shirt. Yes, he only scored 40 goals in 242 appearances. But let's remember.
In League One, you're probably going to need that battling big man.
NUHIU wasn't just about the goals. He scored goals in moments, you've got to say, as well, in scrappy games. Like, think of the Rotherham matches, and there's going to be a lot of Rotherham-style matches. There's actually going to be a Rotherham match.
The league game, the Preston game, are some of the goals which you think about. But in games where you're going to need someone to, like we said a lot of last year, he was the kind of player we could have done with coming off the bench to go and get those goals that we needed. I think this isn't a risky transfer kind of thing. If we can get him on a good deal and stuff, and personally, I don't think he actually wanted to go. If I'm honest, he would have signed a new contract. But
no, I think he would have.
A lot of that went down to Monk.
Yeah, Monk got rid of NUHIU. I actually think this would be a brilliant signing. And I'm not just saying that because I don't think he should have gone in the first place, given the situation we were in. He's 6'6", for Christ's sake. Physical presence.
Can you imagine NUHIU the 6'6", and then the young 19-year-old 6'9" if we did it?
Yeah. Well,
I feel really sorry for Barry Bannon having to look up.
Hang on.
What?
Was it Hagen the 6 foot?
No, that was.
Because for some reason I thought Hagen was already with us. For some reason I was just thinking.
Hagen's under contract with us at the minute.
Who was the lad? Who was the lad that was tall?
Sully Hull. It was the Sully Hull player.
Yeah, I know. But I didn't remember his name.
Oh, hang on.
Big lad. But yeah, we're looking at big lads. So if we're looking at big lads, why not bring NUHIU back, who's got the experience? And I genuinely think he would be an absolute beast in League One.
Yeah, same.
I don't see any negatives in this. Is there any negatives in this?
The only negative is going to be people are going to go, he's a donkey, I don't like him, why are we getting old player back? That'll be the only negative.
Yeah, I do see fan opinions on it going, we need to stop looking at I'm breaking things. We need to stop looking at the past. We need to look forward. Hudlin, that was the one. He was younger, yes, I guess that's the future. Why not bring them both in? And
exactly.
We'll open up some sort of I don't know. We'll start a basketball club while we're at it, right?
Yeah.
And we'll start with those two lads, and we'll build the revenue up that way. It's sincere. I'm giving you ideas here, right? Bring some tall lads in. Start a little basketball league. Think about that. Do the Levy thing. Levy's got the NHL, the NFL even, not the hockey. He's got the NFL in Spurs' stadium to rake in that money. Let's look for ways around financial fair play again, shall we? And maybe start our own little basketball league, and Hillsborough can be used for that. But I wonder how much he's going to charge that boxing lad for the use of Hillsborough. We'll see. But yeah, do you want him back?
Yes.
Are we just being sentimental here? Are we literally being that right now?
To be fair, if the deal's good, like how many of us thought we would have Huck back? Let's be honest. And since he came back, he'd been decent.
He's very good, yeah.
So if you think
it's almost as if we realised that certain players weren't the problem.
Yeah. I think the only thing you got with it is that people will say it needs to be on reduced terms than what he had before. He's also, for whatever move he makes now, he can be critical because he's now got a little boy. He'd become a dad over lockdown.
I don't think he'll have settled in Cyprus if he's been there for that amount of time, though.
Yeah,
so.
He hasn't. They've been they've been all over the place, kind of thing.
Yeah.
So I think he'll be looking for somewhere to settle down. And he did like Sheffield, so
I'd bring him back. I'd bring him back on it.
We already know what he's good at, and he rarely gets injured.
Here's the thing, right? Bring him back on a year's deal. This is what I'm saying, right? Okay, you can't moan at this. Year's deal with the option of a second one, reduced terms, so obviously way reduced terms from what he used to be on, different league. Because even if he doesn't get another year with us in terms of his sort of, career and his finances building, he'll get a League Two side, or he'll get another League One side after that because they will just hoof the ball to him. I'm surprised he went to Cyprus in the first place.
But how many clubs at one point were looking at him?
Exactly. So, he's that different option, and we crying out. I've said it a lot of last season. We are crying out for an option off the bench that gives us something different, that can hold up the ball, that can bring other players in. And the fact that people forget that two men used to mark Atty.
Yeah.
Right? He used to take a couple of defenders out of the game because they'd be that focused on marking him.
You also got to remember how many free kicks did he get given against him when there were never free kicks.
Exactly. You freed up Forestieri. Yeah, that's the other side of it, obviously. But you freed up Forestieri. You freed up Bannon to do the creativity. You freed up those creative players. Yeah. It's almost as if we were talking about England a little earlier. You've got to let those creative players do what they want to do, but you need somebody to be able to hold up the ball a little bit and bring them into play.
Yeah.
NUHIU is the perfect target man, especially for League One. You keep Windass off him. You let Windass do the runs off him.
Yeah.
Put them two up front. For me, that's a great partnership. On paper, obviously. But for me, that'd work. And then have Basharu and Bannon in the midfield.
Why the hell do you play Patterson if he stays?
Right back.
Yeah. Yeah, of course. Yeah, makes more sense. He's not really a striker, is he?
No, he's not. Put him as a right back, or even if you want to play a cam, you can put him as a cam. But for me, his first touch still isn't good enough. So he needs to be a defender. I think he played well for us when he went to right wing back, actually. And apparently he's done well in that position before. Because wasn't he a right back for Scotland? Right back for Scotland, yeah. I'd have him at right back and Palmer at left back. And then I'd have Iorfa and Dunkley in centre back. I'd prefer at the start, I'd probably have Iorfa and Hutchinson, and then see how Dunkley can do. But I think Iorfa, if Iorfa's sticking around, Iorfa and Dunkley would probably be a decent pairing.
You've also got to remember we have one person that we haven't spoke about much who could be decent in League One is Lungo.
Luongo, I keep forgetting Luongo's with us. Yeah.
Yeah. Because he's going to be coming back from fitness. And before he got injured, we were calling saying how great he was.
Yeah, that's true. And we obviously released Joey Pelopessi. So we had to have one player that people would give us stick for backing. So NUHIU, come back to Sheffield Wednesday.